Okay, so that's the vending machine that we ended up seeing in the last episode. Um, and we're like starting to get away from the bus station and like actually detailing this back road, which at the time I wasn't sure what I was gonna do and stuff. But I like how it turned out. I think it's okay. I really like this cute hotel that now we're not looking at anymore, but it was on the left. Um, yeah, a lot of back alleys that people can walk through and like shortcuts and stuff like that. I feel like that's very realistic. Um, and I went crazy and started adding rocks everywhere all the time. Just like tiny, tiny rocks. Just manually placing rocks all the time. It's a thing now. I think it adds a lot. And it's fun. It's just like I don't know. It just seems like such a small detail. But yeah, yeah. This actually we are still not done with. So this side of the road, yes, we're done with. Oh, we're downstairs now. Okay, fine. You know how I told you this was gonna change and it's not gonna be this crazy tile thingy? So yeah, that's gonna change very soon. And we're gonna detail the fire station, but first we're making this building have a bit more reasonable tiling, I guess, and some detailing, which I like. I ended up really liking this space. It's kind of like I put a guy here and he's in charge of like the gardening and he's taking care of the area. I guess it's his job. He's like from City Hall. So, yeah, he's there with like what's it called? Like a lawnmower and some tools. He's just like doing that. So yeah, I think that's nice. Just very random weird detailing in the fire station. Um I like it. I think it's cute. Obviously, it's a small one and we are building a school right next to it. So, I don't know what that means, but it means something. Putting kids on these benches was a nightmare. Like, because I wanted them to sit and stand on the benches, not on the floor. And it took a lot of hard work to make sure they're just not floating in air. So, and now we're up again. Okay, this is chaotic. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I've only like done this like 2 weeks ago, so I definitely remember everything. This is not new for me. It's like you might be confused, but I'm not. I am. I understand everything that's happening. No, I'm kidding. I really like this area. I ended up t- taking like three buildings and kind of making them into one. And when you see how I did it, it feels really unnatural. But like, I guarantee to you that if you hadn't seen that I compiled it out of a few different buildings and you just saw the finished product in a game, you'd be like, that's a cool building. Or maybe not a cool building, but you wouldn't think it's made out of other buildings. So I made stairs to connect between these two levels, like the lower and the upper one. And they're functional. It took a long time to make the people walk where I wanted them to. I ended up building this construction area because what I decided is that kind of like this is the entrance to the hardcore city. So the area is being like redeveloped and like revamped. So as we continue like detailing the rest of this road here on this level, you'll see that the buildings are becoming like a bit they're not they're not old and raggedy like the outskirts buildings. So it's just like like I guess people are building assets and then they're tearing the old ones down and building new stuff. This is still detailing the school backyard with a teacher and some kids, and yeah. The only thing that I haven't done for the school yet is put on the name. I'm gonna put a sign with a name for the school on the roof. We'll get to it, just not in this episode. Yeah. So I didn't show the whole process, but basically, these stairs are very big, and I didn't know how to detail it. And so I put these really cool pictures thingies, and I love them, and I think they look fantastic, but I don't like how they shine from a distance. Like I backed so you can see like how vibrant these colors are. So yeah, I need feedback on that. Like I think it's pretty, but I also think it's kind of inappropriate for this area. So I think I should take it down and just put like regular graffiti or some advertising. But I didn't want to delete it before like asking for feedback because I thought it looked pretty and I was sad about deleting it, but I also really feel like it's not appropriate. And like I just wish that the luminescent assets were just like slightly less luminescent, just like a tiny bit. But yeah, I like this kiosk. I like taking that small house asset and like put a person in it, and then it's like a person in a stand. And if you don't look too hard at it, then it kind of looks like that. So yeah. We're upstairs again, by the way. Like this is the level for the bus station. I hope that's clear. I don't know how easy it is to orient yourself if you're not like if you're just watching. I really like detailing back gardens. I I probably do that a lot and too much, but I don't know, like it seems kind of vital, kind of crucial. Like I feel like all the fun stuff come from that. And all these little like corners and little bits and pieces that you have to fill up with something because cities just don't have a lot of empty spaces that have nothing in them, but also not every single square inch has a building on it. So yeah, I love my car assets. They're a lifesaver. This house has a garden, but I didn't know what to do in this garden. I just ended up putting like a dog house and like a couple trash cans, and that's that. Um, and now this is like the industrial area. So there's like the road that leads up to the bus station. And on that road, you have commercial assets. But there's a road right behind it, and that one has industrial assets on it. So this is the commercial part of it, and we're gonna start doing the industrial part soon. Um, I will show you in the live play what I mean. I guess it's kind of confusing, just like describing it like that. Um, I don't think, and this is like me starting to do the industrial buildings. Um, I think it looks nice. It's really confusing, like deciding where should factories be versus warehouses versus like um, residential buildings and commercial buildings. Just because like why would a factory be here? But also, then where would it be? It's not like every factory in the world is just in the middle of like an industrial complex, but on the other hand, it's just kind of weird when it's in the middle of nowhere or in the middle of like everything. So I'm not an expert, so I'm not good at it. Yeah. This is the road I meant, the industrial one. Um, I'm just detailing the back of all this stuff. I love putting graffiti on shit. I just do. It's so much fun. I love my graffiti assets. They're a lot of fun. Um, we're gonna go downstairs soon. Yeah, we're gonna start working on the parking lot soon. We are. So don't get used to this texture, the gray texture. This is gonna become a parking lot, and by the end of it, there'll be a switch, and suddenly this gray on the ground wouldn't be there and would be something else. So I'm warning you now. Like, I've built the entire parking lot with this texture, and then I was like, this is just not working, and I ended up changing it. Last episode I said that I'm gonna tell you when I fuck up, so this is when I do. These cars are faced in the wrong direction. Like, not the cars, but like the lines on the row of the parking. This line on the left side, they're in the wrong direction, right? Because if you're coming into the parking lot from the right entrance and then you do like a counterclockwise drive, then the lines of the parking should be pointing to the other direction, so it will be easier to park. So I will change it if people will say it's important to them, or if someone will say it's important to them. I did not change it because, oh my god, it is so much work. But it did bother me when I finally noticed that it's like, oh, that would be impossible to park like that without like breaking the rules of like how you should drive in this parking lot. So that happened, and now we're changing the texture. So I warned you, no more gray, and we have this cool black brick thingy majiggy, which I think looks pretty. Where I ended up building like another custom like residential building with a terrace. Um, because there's this whole area between, there's a huge height gap between the level of the bus station versus the level below it, and there's basically a cliff there, and buildings need to be placed in a certain way that it would make sense, or you wouldn't just see a cliff or have like a shit ton of empty space. So I end up building really big factories, or yeah, like buildings on top of buildings. So that's why it looks like that, and that's why I went with that choice. I was told this looks really nice, and I think it looks nice too. I think it's cute. Um, Backyard for this big building as well. Not super happy with it, but I was kind of drained, I guess. This tree isn't staying, don't get used to it. Um, as I said, I became obsessed with laying down individual rocks. Yeah. So I'm just detailing. For a change, there's a front garden, except that it's not a garden. It's just like the entrance to these housing facilities. So, but yeah, it's a front whatever of the house, and that matters. Um, a store that the back entrance to the residential building is through it. I think the store is cute. I think the entrance area to the residential building is very cute as well. I ended up putting a lamp in the wrong place, so I went into the game later and deleted it and put it somewhere else. We are building that custom bus station that I talked about last time. By custom, it just means that, like, there's the bus station that looks like a bus station, and then I put an invisible bus station right in front of it. So it's both functional, but I don't hate how it looks. And then just a lot of vegetation. I was like, this will make sense to put not a kindergarten, like a playground here because the school is right nearby. But it's like, no, it doesn't make any sense, and there wouldn't be a playground here. So I'm just like, yeah, there's just gonna be some trees and some bushes, and that's just how it is. We're gonna do live play, I think, very soon. I already started building for like the new episode. So I'm going to try to not show you what I already built, and we're just going to, I guess, um, handle what we have. The problem is, though, funny story, like last time I recorded, I ended up clicking a lot and you could hear all of that. And when I heard that recording, that drove me crazy. That was not fun. So I hope this time with the bad mic, maybe it wouldn't hear the clicking, but maybe it would. And if it does, then I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, this is the parking lot. What I meant these lines. They're supposed to be um like facing this direction, obviously, cuz like if the car is coming like this, it would be hard to get into the parking spot like that. They should be facing the other direction. So I hope you get what I mean now. We're going to go upstairs because I built on the other side of this road and I don't want to accidentally show you things, but all of this area is safe. So, this is what I meant by the back road. This is the back road, and this is a factory. This is a factory. This is not an accessible building. This is a factory. This is the back of a commercial area. So, that's what I meant by this industrial road. And then on here, that's the road leading up to the bus station. You can't access this from this road. And then there's this commercial area thingy. I still need to place some benches here, and will do. And I need to fix this. This looks awful. I haven't figured out how I'm going to like cover it up, but I will. I'm not going to leave it like that. And I am very excited about getting to the point where I can start detailing this side. Very excited about that, but we're not there yet. Very proud of this. Very cute. You can see his legs though. Look, have some like compassion. Okay? I know I don't have better assets, okay? It's not my fault. Like I'm just working with the best that I have. You see, it's not. Anyway, yeah. Um, really proud of this in general. I love this. This is the hotel that I meant. Love it. Very cute. What we haven't finished is this side yet, and like what's gonna be happening here with the stairs, this empty space. We're gonna do that next episode. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Really cute little road here. Very proud of what we. I ended up changing some stuff here and resisting my urge to fill everything with assets. I think I will be deleting this and this as well and just like leaving this kind of empty just because I really don't like this copper and it feels very bulky and inappropriate for this area. So I think I'm just going to put some more rocks here and just maybe some little bushes and just have it be like that. I think it'll be okay. The name of the school is gonna go right here, so you'll see that next episode as well. These are the things I need feedback on. I think I will say bye bye to them. I'll just like show you. So this is how it looks without it. Oh my god, it's so hard to delete. Give me a second. Okay, come on. Yeah, thank you. So without it, it's just a very big, empty, like black wall. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna put ads here. And like this construction sites need a few like separators, which I'll put again next episode. This, as I said, needs some manhandling, but I got it. Yeah, this is pretty much where we're at. I like the idea of the live plays. I think they're good. So those are like the general details. If you liked those thingies, the murals, the whatever we call that, You can let me know. I'll keep them. I like them too, but otherwise, I think we should find a different solution. They were also super bright from far away. I just feel like this area isn't fancy enough to have something like that. Maybe in a downtown it will make more sense. Still, I think it's too bright, but it is what it is. Um, so yeah, there's that. I do not know what happened to that wall. I need to take care of that. Oh, the ground is like raised here for no reason, so I need to fix that too. Anyway, yep, yep. So next time, cool. But bye bye.